All right, and here we are on the Late Night Podcast, the first iteration. Every week we'll have somebody new, but on here we just talk about real world problems, and I thought we weren't gonna do that. Meet Cameron, everybody.
What a great intro.
Yeah,
This is going great.
You just made yourself look amazing right there. What do you have to say for yourself?
Good haze.
Good haze. Okay.
Good haze.
What's the theme of discussion for this?
Fuck it, we ball. I don't know.
I forgot everything that we were talking about before. Before this, we kept coming up with ideas. Really? Ease. Before this, we came up with so many ideas. We're like, save that for the fucking podcast. Save that for the podcast. Get on the podcast. We're like, what did we just talk about?
Well, we talked about a lot of things.
The last thing I talked about was a lady walking into Cane's with, like, she had this perfect, like, whistle in her voice that literally sounded like a female version of Herbert the Pervert. She was just ordering some sauce, like, 4 times, and I just tried not to laugh the entire time.
Sauce. Can I have some sauce, please?
But better than that, obviously.
Can you have sauce?
Dude, some of the people that walk into, like, fast food places, you question if they're okay. Like,
I question everyone I see, bro.
I walk up to some people, I'm like, you're in your PJs at 5 in the afternoon. Like, you good, doc? Oh,
Definitely a day drinker.
Just a box combo for you? Got it. Will that be all for you today? No? Okay.
Oh, you also want some vodka? Sorry, we don't have that here.
Like,
some people, honestly, I question how much they've either drank or smoked before, like, right before walking in.
Right before walking in.
Because they start ordering and you're like, yo, the way they're slurring some of these words.
Some people approach the counter so quickly. I'm like, I got it. Whoa, you're in my face. Like, I expect, like, everybody that walks in the door to take about, like, an average, like, 3 to 4 seconds. Some people are up there within a second and they're already yelling, like, what they want. I'm like, hi.
Make sure you can hear me. I'm going to talk slower and louder.
Yes, because that makes me hear you better.
The music isn't that loud. Just talk, enunciate.
We don't even play. There's no good music anymore, Cameron.
True.
Have you listened to modern songs? They all sound like they are taken off of the same mixtape. Like, they all literally sound like altered or up-pitched versions of each song.
I feel like most artists use people off of Fiverr.
Fiverr, yeah. They go into Fiverr and they're like, can we order, like, someone to write a song?
$50.
And the Fiverr person's like, oh, for $50, I'll just take this song, pitch it up a little bit, and that'll be Drake's new song.
Yeah.
Like, Drake's new album sucks.
I haven't listened to Drake in a hot minute.
Please don't, because, like, everyone's like, it sucked. I'm like, well, how bad can it be? So I turned on Drake and I almost cried. I'll play a song for you. It's abysmal. Like,
we probably shouldn't. We'll probably get hit with copyright if we do that.
oh, we'll most definitely get hit with copyright. Like, this video won't even fully be uploaded, and they'll be like, copyright.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Like, nah. But, like, I don't even know more. Dude.
Don't work fast food.
Yeah,
Just
don't work fast food.
Any money's money, unless it's fast food and prostitution.
Whoa, you had to bring... Now we're demonetized. Stop. Okay, no more. No more. We're not getting demonetized.
You can just bleep what I said. It's fine.
Editing. But, like... everything in the world, though, seems like you can't. Like, there's no job that you go, oh, yay, I get to make money that way. I've never heard anyone say that. Even if it's their passion, the world finds a way to go, oh, you really like that? Yeah, we made it boring for you. Have
or
fun.
we ruined it. Or we dragged something into it that just completely ruined it for you.
Like, take fast food. Some kid in his room was like, man, I really wish I could have some hot fried chicken like in a second, and then Cane's or Chick-fil-A or McDonald's came to be like. So when a kid sat in his room like, man, I really wish I could help people, that's how a neurosurgeon came to be. They save lives,
Yeah.
but it's not fun. I wish there was like a fun job. Like there are, but they're the most weird jobs you've ever heard, like balloon animals for kids' birthday parties. Like, sure, it can be fun, but that's weird.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
No,
It's only
a
weird if-
45-year-old man in a clown suit, that's already weird.
45, be like, I mean,
No, they're all old. Like, I've probably seen an
Be the-
88-year-old.
be the one 20-year-old clown.
The one 20-year-old clown.
You'll rake in business because they're like, do we want to go with a 20-year-old or some 45-year-old who came out of a crack den? And
We're
judging
gonna
by
go-
the van, he probably is going to steal at least 2 of these kids.
You're hired. When can you start?
Actually, can you really take care of these 2? Just these 2 is really all I need.
That's our modern legal system, Cameron. That's our modern legal
That is
system.
very true.
Like,
Jeez.
you can't get past that fact. Like, that's literally our modern ecosystem. It's like,
Ecosystem.
I'm sorry.
Legal.
Honestly, ecosystem and legalistic go together. Like, our way of living, we have to live under politics. You know?
I mean, we could choose not to, but
Choose not to and what go live
some
on
of you
an
aren't
island.
ready for that conversation.
No, don't yell at them. What? Some guy's gonna randomly turn on this video and go, how did
guys-
I get offended in the first, like, 5 minutes?
You're not
7 minutes,
You're
sorry.
not ready for the talk about anarchy. Total fucking anarchy.
Dog, no one is. I've never met someone that's like, I really just want to debate stuff with you right now. Like, no, if I'm yet to meet someone, I'd love to. I'd love to see someone that challenged me on something for fucking once.
I mean,
Like,
there are
like on
couple-
high-end topics. Like, I don't want, like, oh, did you pay me back? No. I just want someone to walk up to me and be like, yo, you want to talk about the presidency and how we can contrast the two sides together? Like,
Well, I mean, because everyone that voted for Biden doesn't want to talk about Biden.
that's... Yeah, they're like... It's like that child that you had, but no one knows about.
Yep.
It's like,
He's there.
oh, Timmy! Yeah!
Came out of his room for the first time in a month.
He came out of his room for the first time in 1
We
month.
have a cake for this special occasion.
Timmy turned 8 today. We didn't even know he was alive. Like, wow. The miracle of life, dog.
What are you opening that for?
I thought that was something different. Okay.
You gotta take a couple
Demonetization. I'm gonna cut this shit out. I gotta cut this shit out. Like, but like, you have to pick a topic. I can't be. Everyone's gonna watch this and be like, why is Landon always?
Well, why don't we just keep going on with politics, bro?
Okay.
We can go down this road quite a way.
That's too deep of something to talk about. That's like, you have deep and then you have too deep. Let's go on a lighter, like more. Okay, let's talk about the men in our culture. That's a topic I love.
Oh yeah, that's not deep.
love to talk about.
Well, I mean, men in general aren't deep, but that's a deep fucking subject.
Men in general are deep.
Bro, I don't know about you. I'm a simple fucking man. It don't take much.
Oh no. Like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Men's Mental Health Month. I'm talking about how men are. If you're born a man, you don't have that choice to be born a girl or a guy. And if you're born a man, you're instantly sexist and a pig.
Oh, dear God, you be white.
And that's not even
You're
trying to go on
already
racism.
conqueror.
That's just adding to everything. Like, I don't understand why there are such bad men out there, but there are a lot of bad women too. So why do men get every bit of the bad rap that goes around?
Because 80% of women go for 2% of men, and 2% of men are pigs.
Yeah, all these women are like, I can't find a guy that suits me. And then when there's a guy that suits them right in front of them, they're like, nah, I like a guy that fucks me over. They don't understand. They don't compare what's coming out of their mouth. And sometimes I don't understand it, because you try to help these women, or you even try to help guys finding the wrong girls, try to find the right girls. It's the same. They're so just block-minded.
Everyone has a standard they don't want to deviate from.
I know, but we need to stop that. Fuck. I just don't get it.
I don't know how to stop that, bro.
You can't. You can try to teach your kids now, but here's the thing. You get your kids to teach only about 30% of the time. The rest of the time they're at a school that is teaching them that all that's okay.
Yeah.
Where they're getting bullied.
If our education
Bullied
system wasn't so
from first
fucked up.
grade. I've said this to a million people, and I'll say it over again. Our education system should be based. So every year, growing up from first grade all the way till high school, they ask you every year, what do you want your career to be? And they contrast it over the years. Then they'll pick like a couple of them out and only tailor your classes to that. So if you only love like coding, they might only give you like programming classes and a couple math classes. They're not going to throw history at you.
Bro,
they're not going to throw science at you.
Bro, do you really think most of the kids in the public education system are old enough to know what career means?
Well, that's not what... If they did tailor it, school could feel fun again. Because then you'd actually be in the classes that you're like, okay, I need this for what I want. When you're in school taking history and science, history was written so we could prevent mistakes of the past. But now we use history to create more mistakes just like the past. None of us listen to it.
Oh no, they're rewriting history.
And they're rewriting history.
Everywhere you look, history has been rewritten at least twice,
if not more. But it's never a history that you would think would be rewritten.
Well, I mean, take Lady King or whatever, that new movie coming out about like the Amazonians or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they like in the trailer, like there's like a main battle scene where apparently the Amazonians win, but if you look at history, they got fucking massacred.
Oh yeah.
The French lost 6. In the trailer, you watch 6
Cameron,
people die.
You know there was a man in that tribe. I'm not trying to be sexist by saying that. You know there was men in that tribe. There was never. And even if they weren't directly correlated, there was men somewhere in the movie that they're not showing. They showed 0 men.
Yeah.
There would be a man somewhere, even if he was visiting. Like, you would see a man, but they cut all men out because they're tailoring movies even that way.
They tailor even music, bro. I mean, if you think about it, I don't know if you listen to like Tom McDonald.
Oh yeah.
Or like Hard Thoughts.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not okay.
No.
But WAP is completely fine for children to listen to.
Andrew Tate got canceled.
Yeah.
Cameron, because he actually spoke his mind. Maybe that's why Trump got canceled. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, did you hear about the raid on his house?
Yeah. On one of his 9.
Oh my god, dude.
9 homes. 1 gets raided. Oh no.
Well, they picked the right one to raid. They took a bunch of files and shit that they didn't open and then used it to fabricate lies off of.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, did you see the photo of Biden's speech? His, newest speech?
Yeah, or you can't get it out.
Oh my god, dude. Black and red? Black and red. Like, are you trying to look like the fucking Empire?
Bum, 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 dun,
I mean,
dun,
some
dun,
white men
dun,
just
dun.
are conquerors, bro.
Oh, God.
We're all deciding what we want to conquer.
we're gonna go into battle one day when World War III starts. We're gonna go into battle wearing like fucking ripped jeans, no shirts,
I mean,
our hair in a bun. Like, we're gonna look.
I mean, our tankers already have anime stickers on their tanks, bro.
Imagine pulling up to battle and seeing a hentai on the front of a fucking tank. Just konnichiwa.
That'd be quite the distraction. They're like, bro,
I would
look
get
at all those
distracted.
fucking anime
Honestly,
titties.
they'd be
Holy
like,
shit.
fire. I'll be like, nah, look at the anime all over this guy.
Bro, look at that
He has a
fucking-
better sticker than me. I wanted that one. Damn it. It was all sold out.
Hold on,
this
let
guy
me-
bought it.
Let me go ask and see what store they got it off of. Hold on, guys. Exits tank.
Just
Guys,
opens the hatch.
It's been 2 minutes since my last vape, guys. I need a break.
No, nuclear holocaust. Damn, I want those shoes. Hey, I'm gonna open the airproof hatch. I'm gonna go find some shoes. Bob, there's radiation outside. I gotta have the shoes, dog.
Radiation means nothing. My organs mean nothing. Don't worry about it. Radiation poisoning doesn't hurt too bad.
No.
The shoes will take away the pain.
Yeah. Just put shoes on. Ah, I'm safe. What was I even worrying about?
That's basically Fallout.
Really?
Oh, these shoes give my head -5 radiation. Wow.
Wow. How? That's like Subnautica. If you've ever played Subnautica, you'll notice that the more gear you add, like the quicker you swim, or you're radiation resistant. If you craft a suit, you're suddenly radiation resistant. And I'm like, you're on an alien planet in the water. How do you instantly just know, I can craft a radiation suit when I didn't even know there was going to be radiation? Wow!
When I didn't even know this gear existed.
When I didn't even know we were going to crash. Like, some game and some movies, my word. The Hollywood love I wish was love.
Yeah.
Like, you've never had a real life sex experience that's like what you fucking see on TV.
Absolutely not.
And if you did, maybe Ryan
She's
Reynolds.
definitely videotaping.
Maybe Ryan Reynolds.
She's definitely videotaping.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
because
on
if she's
Pornhub.
actually acting pleased, it's going on the fucking black and yellow site. Like, nah, it's not for you. It's for her, like, 500 subscribers giving her $8 a month. And she's 17 and in high school.
Did you hear a YouTuber got canceled because he tweeted Amber Heard right after the trial? There's always OnlyFans.
And she actually started one.
Of course she did.
She only gave it to one person. I forget the famous person's name, but she charged him $3 million.
Bro, that is fucking laundering if I've ever fucking seen it.
Hey, I have a court case with a lawsuit. Hey, you want to buy my OnlyFans for the exact price of what I gotta pay? No. Oh, well. There's some spicy stuff on there. There's, I have all the kids I've touched nudes.
You can watch.
Don't go on that anymore. I realized what came out of my mouth.
You can.
Stop. I have to cut this out now. Fuck, I thought I was going good. God damn it. Now I gotta cut this out. Alright, skip. Act
If
like
you
we're
just
talking.
watch like an anal video.
Okay, no, I'm done. Okay, I'm cutting this out at this point. Alright, switch to something different. Act like we were talking about it. Okay.
Let's talk about the fucking wings we had.
Okay, so we went to Buffalo
Holy
Wild
fuck.
Wings tonight, and we thought, okay, Buffalo Wild Wings is typically good because they're expensive, right?
I've been to Jamaica. I've had legitimate Caribbean jerk seasoning. It is amazing. Your dad can attest to this. It tasted like fucking cinnamon water. With some sugar. Like, I've had literal cinnamon toast sandwiches that have tasted better than that. Literally cinnamon, sugar, and butter. Jesus. How do you... Stop with the false advertising, man.
Dude, have you seen how they make commercials for pizza? They literally mix cheese with glue and then smear it on the pizza and then put a nail in it so when they pull it up it's nice and like stringy.
Dude.
You don't do that with the pizza. You pick it up, it falls in half. Like,
Bro,
That's not accurate.
McDonald's ads. Wow, that burger looks like something out of a fucking cartoon. You get it. It looks like someone punched it in. Every single
Looks like
time.
someone sat on it in the back.
Dude, I swear they make the burger, right? And they just they wrap it up and then they just punch it and put it in the back.
They're like, is it done? Yeah.
Is it done? Wait, did you slap it yet? You gotta slap it first. Alright, now we're good. Hey, yeah, that's worth $3.
When it was like, what, 2 cents to make?
Jesus.
It's not even real meat.
It's not real meat. It's probably horse muscle, you know. It's probably some bones in there. Oh, look at that. It's a pubic hair. Yeah,
Charge them extra for that.
Did you know a average person's yearly fast food intake will contain 12 pubic hairs?
What?
You want to get on a fun subject. The FDA in America allows like way more shit into their food than any other country.
What?
The FDA would be considered illegal in Britain because of the shit they allow in our food.
Oh, 100%. In Ireland, I went to Ireland for 2 weeks. You look at an energy drink can, it's not processed. Nothing. It's all natural because the FDA doesn't allow it. There, you can't buy an energy drink until you're 16. But their FDA understands that alcohol is okay for 18-year-olds because they can die in their military.
Oh, dude, not even like okay. You go to a university in Britain as an 18-year-old, the university throws a party for you.
Oh, yeah.
And like I've heard stories of people who've gone through the UK universities, and they're like, yeah, dude, I don't remember the first 2 weeks because I was drunk or asleep. They just have week-long parties. They invite like bands and people to come in and play music, and it's just a fucking party.
Yeah. When I was out there, what guy has roses in his name? Artist?
Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, Guns N' Roses was performing out there when we were there. That was a massive concert. Like, people were parked everywhere and lined up everywhere to see him.
I would too, bro.
Oh, 100% I would.
I mean, I've only been to one concert. Fuck it. What's the second one? I don't even fucking listen to this guy's music, but it's a fucking concert.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll know the opener.
Like, honestly. Yeah. The openers nowadays are, like, weirdly, they're either amazing and they should be, like, the main performer, or they suck and they're not good at all. It's like, there's no in between, unfortunately, and it's kind of sad.
The one concert I went to was August Burns Red, and they had like 4 people perform before them.
Really?
3 of them were just like the first guy. He literally he runs out onto stage, starts talking about how he's from Connecticut and how weed is illegal in Connecticut, but how it's legal in Colorado, and he fucking loves weed. And then some guy blew a fat weed cloud into the air, and he just was like, oh hell yeah, bro.
Really?
And then was like, all right, let's get this show started before the cottonmouth sets in. Yeah. What? I don't remember his music because I couldn't understand half of it. Like, it was just like a mixture of every instrument and vocals.
Yeah, mumble rap. Oh, so many people think that's good, but I really don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you in a mic going for like 50 minutes. That's
the reason why everyone considers Eminem and Logic the best rappers of all time is because you can understand every word that comes out of their mouth. Sure, they may talk fast and it might be hard to understand them, but if you actually spend time like listening, you understand every single word. Yeah. You turn on some of the other rappers today and you hear, my blood will go again. What the fuck was that? I don't know what a bit is. What's a bit?
My blood will go again.
Is it Gucci Gang or Gucci Gang?
Yeah, like, just
I didn't even hear an NG.
Announce.
I didn't even hear the last 2 letters of gang. I heard gang.
Ga.
Gang.
Ga.
Are you
In most of our
mentally
songs,
retarded?
most of our songs are centered around sex. Like,
Oh yeah.
you can only listen to so much of that before you're like, I really want to go back to the classics where it wasn't all about sex.
Yeah, let's turn on some fucking Bon Jovi and hear about this dude's motorcycle.
Put on some Michael Jackson. Like, that's how music used to be. But honestly, singers back then could literally do anything.
True.
And they were praised for it. Like, he got praised for, like, anything. But nowadays, rappers do weird things, and it's like, really?
Like put blood in the soles of shoes.
Yeah, like, wow. How weird do you have to be to put blood in soles of shoes?
Jesus, dude. That's how low we've gotten. We're now
100%.
putting human blood into shoes. Why? Because of the aesthetic of demonic
What
worship.
was his
bro.
meaning? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, you have someone else's blood inside of you? Wait, I think maybe he might have been going for, like, you wear my shoes, we're all blood brothers? But wrong approach. Like, definitely the wrong approach.
I
Like,
have the blood of my last boyfriend in these shoes. Oh.
oh, okay.
All right.
So are you single? Single, are you? Yeah, okay.
Oh, bro, it don't matter if she's single or taken. She's gonna be active.
Active killing?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's been a lot of bodies in that trunk, bro. You're not the first. You're not the last, bro. There's another one tomorrow.
Oh, gosh.
She has a cemetery. It's up in the hills.
This one didn't buy me my dream car, okay?
Let's plant a tree in a skull.
So he'll at least produce fruit.
And it's gonna be so much harder to dig him up. You should probably cut that out. The FBI's gonna catch on.
No, because you think the FBI is that dumb that they're gonna be like, this tree wasn't here, then this guy died, and suddenly this tree's brand new. Right when this guy went missing. Hey, Dave, can we dig this tree up real quick? Oh, wow, there he is. Like, I feel like they're that smarter than that.
I'm not going to disclose the information I know on this subject because the FBI will legitimately get alerted. So I'm going to keep us both safe and not say some of that. Or I could just say in Minecraft. Basically what you want to do, if you understand Minecraft logic,
Dig a hole.
go about 2 blocks deep and then about a half block. Put a deer. No, wait, put the body.
No.
Put the body vertical.
That wouldn't work.
Vertical. You then make sure there's a good solid layer of dirt. And then you put a deer carcass. If they send dogs out to smell for bodies, it's gonna smell a deer carcass, and if it digs it up, they're gonna move on. Because it's a deer carcass.
Who
We're
would bury
looking
a deer carcass?
Anyone. Maybe it was a fucking family pet, bro.
A deer?
You haven't seen those videos?
No. I've never seen someone have a full-ass deer in their living room. Just...
Well, they wouldn't put it in their fucking living room. Maybe while it was still like a baby, yeah, but
Deer are
once it
fast.
grows
Deer
up...
are skittish. They're not pets. They're like... And they're gone.
Well, if you raise them in security, they're fine. I mean, they're raised in the wild. They have to be skittish. Otherwise, they die. If it's not from a hunter, it's from a fucking wolf.
Yeah.
And they can't pick that poison. But if you raise them in... I mean, that's why most dogs are okay. Because, I mean, a majority, most small dogs aren't fucking gremlins. Jeez.
I know. It's insane. You can't do anything. I don't know.
I miss the good old days when you could just kill someone and be done with it.
That was back in Noah's time.
No. You just have a duel.
Duel for the best.
Yeah. Have a duel, duck underneath his first shot.
Duck underneath the first shot.
Take out his... Yeah. No, you don't have to weave. The way you weaved would get you fucking shot for sure.
Back in the old days?
Yeah.
There's no guns. I
Yeah.
thought
What do you, brother? 1776. What did we fight with? It wasn't swords.
I know, I'm talking like Viking times, dog.
Oh. And yeah, you dodge the arrow.
You're gonna duck and get shot. Like, what? Tuck, shot, ah!
I mean, yeah, hopefully your first crossbow bolt lands.
Yeah, like, no one was that great of an archer back then, I don't feel like.
There's probably some that you, like, never hear about. I definitely guarantee there was a couple that were just like, bro, I'm gonna become the fucking god archer and just fucking massacre
I'm
people.
the best. There are some really good archers out there, though. I'm not gonna just that. Like, they can, like, land the dart on the back of the other dart. I'm, like, so impressed by that.
I do that on accident sometimes. But
You've done that before?
yeah.
I don't hit the bullseye. I barely hit the board. I hit, like, the wooden peg holding the board up. Like,
That makes me question if I want to go axe throwing with you or not.
oh, I'm really good at axe throwing, though.
Using a bow and arrow.
Because a bow and arrow's this motion. You gotta pull back. Axe throwing is back here. More control.
Nah. Well.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to control it.
But I've learned
I
how
mean,
to
if you
control
learn
that.
how to control a bow and arrow, it's easy.
I've just never learned how to control a bow and arrow.
I taught myself.
Well, that's
taught
scary,
myself a lot of
too.
shit because I was homeschooled, but that's besides the point. We don't need to talk about schooling.
Oh, my word.
I mean, if we want to, we can. I don't think this is a good... I mean, two private Christian school kids.
Talking about weirdest things, you know? But sometimes the weird things make people actually think. Like, if you just say something everybody hears every single day, they're like, I've already heard that on, like, 19 different podcasts. But if you say some stuff that's like, you're gonna get views. Like, not because you're
Get high
hunting.
before you watch this. That might be the best way.
Yeah, maybe, but you'll even understand it not. But, like, if you do, you're gonna, like, vibe with it. You're just gonna carry through the video, like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, you're too stuck to get off of it.
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
By the time you're
eating
awake
popcorn.
again, by the time you're finally unstuck, you're probably on episode 3.
And we haven't even we won't put out episode 3 till probably next week.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
God. But, like, so this podcast will definitely include other people because I want to get everybody's, like, view lens on everyday problems, logic. So Cameron won't always be here, but he'll be watching at least in spirit.
Most likely. I mean, you guys can request for me to come back, but
Yeah, just comment Cameron if you really want Cameron to come back. See how many people love you.
see how many people misspell my name.
Is it a Cam with an I? What? Cameron? Oh wait, I guess that would make sense.
If you really want me to enunciate my word
Cam
right.
or no, wait.
Cameron.
Cameron. You spell it like that, he'll never come back.
If you write CAM space Ron in all caps,
He'll never come back.
I will not. That shows
Dude, have you
me
looked at
don't
comments
want.
nowadays? Comments are so weird, and typically when I'm scrolling through TikTok, I'm not watching the TikTok and laughing. It's me looking at the comments that just send me. The comments are the best part
Yeah.
of anything.
Yeah.
It's because people have much better sense of humor and they can spin something that's not funny into something that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just love that. But some comments are weird. Like, they use all these emojis. You're like, what are you doing?
Should I mention the Forbidden app?
No. No, don't. The Forbidden app.
I mean, apparently iFunny on a lot of different websites is considered the Forbidden app.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what else is the Forbidden app in modern world? Tinder. Like, I want to search for someone that thinks I'm attractive and then nothing to ever happen. So just so I can look, get my hopes up, and get crushed. Like,
Oh no, dude, it's so. I mean, from what I've heard, a lot of guys on Tinder just start swiping right.
They do.
Everything is swiped right. Everything.
They definitely
Girls
do.
are completely opposite.
really?
They just start swiping left, and they just keep going. I've seen videos of girls literally just sitting in restaurants and just
So how did they finally find a match?
they don't.
Well, some do. Like, have you never seen those videos? We met on Tinder. Or this is all that fake.
Had like 2 dates and then never spoke to each other again.
Now he pays child support. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's another thing we should talk about. Boys, get your game together. Fucking hell.
Yeah, child support was created like putting you in the corner for timeout. But now we like love timeout. You know how we
Yeah.
love timeout as kids? We love our child support punishment. Like, it's so sad there's no loving fathers anymore.
No.
And why? Why are there no loving fathers? How hard is it to take care and protect and just be there? Is it really that hard?
Most dads don't want to put in the effort.
Or they get scared, or they want to hoe around and cheat. You know? There's no like safe, sound father anymore. And when you do find them, they're 1 in a million.
And they're single.
No, and they're
all-
taken.
No, they're single. Because
No, a lot of them get eaten alive because the girls
Yeah, by
are like
fucking
piranhas, and they
hoes.
finally find that one guy, and then he's gone. And
They
it's
find that
taken
one
by
guy,
the
and then
wrong
they
girl.
fucking tarnish
And
him.
those guys are always taken by the wrong girls.
always.
It's really sad. If our relationships were still the way they were in old times, not talking about, okay, when you turn 18, we're forcing you to marry him, but if the love was like old times, we would be in a much better place. Because love is an overused word now. It's not used how it was intended.
Yeah.
You say you love everything, when in reality, love is a whole body connection.
Yeah. Love goes a lot deeper than a lot of people realize.
Yeah, we use love like now. Like has no meaning anymore.
We use awesome too much. When something is truly awesome, you don't.
It's amazement.
Yeah, you're
Like, you look at the
fucking-
sky with the sunset over mountains, like, that's awesome. But when you got a C on a paper, you're like, that's awesome. No. You could have done
That's
better.
mediocre.
Yeah, you could have done better. Like,
I mean, some kids a C is the best they can do.
yeah, and I'm not dissing that for everybody. Actually, some kids, like, a C is them trying their actual hardest. And some kids can only get an F and they're actually trying their hardest, but not many people try anymore. They're like,
No.
I'm just an F average. I'm like, do you try? No, I haven't been to any of my classes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you put in a little effort, you could be smarter than you ever thought you could be.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we have that one friend, Matt. He went from, like, barely paying attention to just fucking, like, pouring himself into school.
He devoted all of his time
Yeah.
when he went from nothing. All of a sudden, because he just wanted to see if he could do it. And he could.
Yeah.
And he was great.
And a lot of people just aren't willing to do that.
No, they're not. And it's weird and sad at the same time.
People's will has just been absolutely shattered. No one has a will to do anything anymore.
No, no one has a drive. No one has passions anymore. Some people do. And I adore those people. But nobody can find their true passion. No one can find something that makes them just want to go get it no matter what the cost is. That's not around anymore. It's kind of like, I'll go into real estate. I'll fit somewhere that's easy, or I'll just do something easy that makes a lot of money, but they're not happy doing it. You want to be happy doing something, otherwise you're going to be miserable for your entire life, but be rich. I'd rather be broke and happy than rich and sad.
Yeah.
And that's overused, but it's so true. If you analyze it, if you had nothing, but you had a family that of true love, it wouldn't matter that you had nothing, because all you would care about is your family.
Yeah.
But if you're rich and have a family, you'll probably never see them because you're working at what you hate And you'll never be happy with either. Money drives people away. Money causes greed.
Yeah.
It drives everybody away. So if it drives everybody away, why couldn't it drive a family away from each other?
I mean, take like Donald Trump, for example. He's had, what, 4 wives?
Most celebrities have had like 4.
Yeah.
That's the average.
I feel like that's all they, like, whenever you hear Hollywood news, you're just like, all right, who all got divorced this week? Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah. And it just keeps going up and up and up.
I think there might be one couple in Hollywood that's actually been married for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, fuck, I forget the actor. But I saw a post about it that was like, they've been together like their entire careers.
Well, haven't the actors of the original Jurassic Park, aren't they dating or married?
I think so, yeah.
And I think they've been married a pretty long time.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you have like a couple.
You have a couple.
Most of it is Hollywood actors who are like not ready to settle down.
Yeah, but it's just all that money. It goes to their head.
We can keep going higher. We can find a better partner.
All these young, upcoming artists, not saying they're bad, but they get money and fame like that. That goes to your head. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, money is necessary. But
Yeah,
if you have too much of anything, it will go to your head.
that's true. Even too much happiness can go to your head.
Yeah.
Because you'll never feel true emotions, which actually help you grow up.
Yeah.
Too much of it, everything in moderation was how life was intended to be.
Yeah.
And if you outbalance it, then you're just going to live unbalanced, whether it's too little or too much. You got to be right in that happy medium. But not many people can find that happy medium, and it's really hard to find that happy medium. I'm not saying everybody's retarded. It's actually really hard to find that happy medium.
I think everyone blows everything out of proportion.
A lot of things are blown out of proportion. Even all genders do it. Every person does it. Like, you'll even hear, like, friends trying to tell stories, like, when in reality, they maybe barely beat a car. But in reality, be like, oh, I put 15 cars on them. They over-exaggerate just so they seem cooler. Or, like, they have more. They're a better person. Or it can go any way.
Yeah. I think that's a ton of insecurity, though.
And insecurity is a massive problem nowadays. Body dysmorphia is a massive problem these days.
Yeah.
And that is the worst condition anybody can have. And
It's
I feel
glorified.
no, it's not. And
Yeah, it is, bro. Body positivity.
body positivity is glorified, but I feel for those girls and guys that have body dysmorphia and that they can never be truly happy and love themselves. Because it doesn't matter how big you are, how tall you are. It doesn't matter about any of that. Do you love who you are? Yes, then fuck everybody else. As long as you love who you are, that's all that you need.
I think that's the issue with social media.
Social media is a massive issue.
Because, like,
that's why a lot of people have been taking long extended breaks from it, because it actually helps them.
Yeah.
Social media has made us so detached. So detached.
But yet attached. Because
Attached to something else.
Everyone is seeking this, like, dopamine hit of, like, everyone's accepting me.
Yeah.
A lot of people, all they're looking for is acceptance.
Yeah.
And I mean, on social media, you're either gonna get a ton of it or you're gonna
Get none of it.
get none of it.
And you'll be like, oh, she's prettier. Man, I wish I was that pretty. Or, oh, he has bigger muscles than me. Man, I wish I had muscles that big. Social media ruins kids now. They can look up anything on the internet, and parents try to put parental restrictions. I figured out my way around those every single time. It's not that hard. So kids can Google anything that they want. They can put a GPS spoofer on their phone so parents don't know where they are. It's insane.
Yeah.
And kids are growing up with better technology and learning how to use it more efficiently. It's not helping our generation because we lose all physical social interaction and we're all robots locked into our phone. And instead of hanging out with friends, We'd rather play some video games or watch some movies. It's true.
I mean, yeah, I haven't been to a movie theater in months, dude. Just because I'm like, dude, what's the point? It's gonna be out on Netflix or whatever in like
a month or two.
So, what's the point of going to a movie theater, spending $30 just so I can actually eat food and enjoy the movie?
Yeah. Like, in movie theater food's so expensive anyway. But not even just movie theaters, dog. Anywhere. Anywhere. While I could go to the restaurant to order food, but I can DoorDash it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I could go out with friends, or I can video call them.
Yeah.
It's all through a screen because everything can be done through a screen. We've evolved too far with technology. I honestly wish, as much as I love quick technology that can do so many amazing things, a part of me wishes we didn't have it.
Yeah.
Our society would be so different. Like, it would look like two different futures because we wouldn't even be in the same direction. You think we'd have cars? Because I don't. Or at least cars like this.
Yeah.
With all the modern ECU processing and all that, we would not have anything like this.
I'm so tired of modern ECU, bro.
Our Nintendo Switch is more powerful than past rockets used to send people into space. Like 10 times a Nintendo Switch. That's insane. But yet with little technology, we were still able to put a man in space.
Yep.
So why do we need more technology? We are still able to get him up there just fine. I'm just saying, we don't always need the latest and greatest everything.
I think everyone's all big on freaking keep the planet clean.
Yeah. That is a very big movement. But we do things wrong, like, we used to use plastic straws wrapped in paper, right?
Yeah.
Now we use paper straws wrapped in plastic.
I mean, paper straws as a concept. Who ever thought that'd come?
Paper straws dissolve. Like, metal straws would be better, right? Like, reusable. We reuse forks at restaurants. We use knives. Why can't we reuse straws? What's the health code there? If we wash them the same way, how does that draw a barrier? You ever think about that?
I think about that all the fucking time, dude.
How does that not... You would think it could be the same thing, right? But it's not. But there's much greener ways that we can move this earth. Now all cars are going gasless.
Yeah.
That's the biggest movement. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's not even that they're stupid. It's not even that stupid. Our electrical infrastructure is not set up. We can barely support the cities we have now.
Yeah,
that's
take
why
Texas, for example, dude.
Yeah.
All those power outages. And we want more
That's
output?
why when crypto mining rose, everyone freaked out because the power grids were powering down and all that. How are we supposed to power an entire nation of electric vehicles when we can barely power our own homes? Does that make sense? We're not there yet. We don't have the resources to fully go electric. Yeah. But yet we're pushing so hard for something that's not there.
Yeah. It's just like, I honestly don't understand electric car people now. I don't.
They're fast. I love them for that. They're so fast. 1.9 seconds, 0 to 60. My organs would be in the back seat with the guy behind me.
Yeah.
He'd be holding my skeleton like, hey, I got you, bro. Like,
but, I mean, speed without sound?
The new Dodge Challenger coming out with its speaker.
God.
Like, that's gonna intimidate someone on the road when you hear a little speaker roar. Like, really?
I would much rather have a V8 fucking roaring, or a V10 roaring, than a fucking speaker. I don't care how
good. The really good speakers?
It don't
like studio monitors strapped to the front of your car.
It don't fucking matter, bro. They're not gonna get there anyways because they're not gonna put that much effort into it. They don't care about cars. Cars are too loud.
Cars are too loud. They wake me up, and I do understand that. I guess I understand that complaint.
Cars are too loud and they wake you up, but yeah, you're waking me up early in the fucking morning because you want to mow your lawn.
No, but like, if a guy has to work at 5 and you drive a loud car, you're gonna wake everybody up at 5 when they don't have work till 8. Like, I understand that aspect. if you had a rough night and you wake up, I get it, car's a little loud. But we make dampers that we can turn our exhaust noise on and off, like back and forth. But we
Is
just
it?
like, whoa.
Wait, is it illegal?
For what?
Those like dampeners or whatever?
No. Dude, in Colorado, the radar jammers aren't even legal. I asked the cop I took a ride along with. He's like, no. If I ever see one, I'm like, haha, you beat me, and I don't pull him over. I'm like, wow. It's insane. Stuff to think about, dog. Stuff to think about. That's the whole theme of this.
Is that just gonna be the name of your podcast?
Stuff to think about? No, it's late night adventures.
Oh boy. Where are we adventuring to today?
Our own minds, dog.
Oh fuck.
Like, if you explore your own mind, you'll find things that you never even thought about before.
Yeah.
And it's the best thing, because
And you'll either get very happy or very depressed.
very depressed, because it's, picture yourself opening a door each time you're trying to think about something new. You don't know what's behind that door. It could be like a really interesting, really happy, or really sad. But that's why we dive into everything on here. We're just opening doors.
We're opening doors, seeing what happens, shutting them when necessary. Or just straight up cutting them out.
Just and closing you. Like, nah, I don't want you. I don't want that thought tonight. Like, no, but like, we're supposed to help other people explore. And like, I've been called a very good therapist before, so maybe I can even give some life tips over here. I hope that I can give some life tips at least. Like, because I can only help who I can see. You know, I can
Yeah.
only help the small group of people. But if I can get on a podcast in front of millions of people, imagine that, millions of people, and I could help millions of people, that would be amazing.
But I mean, you kind of have to tailor every single response to different people, because no two people have the same
Yep.
response.
That's true.
don't have the
Everybody is
same-
built different.
Yeah.
Everybody is different, and that's what makes you unique. If every person was the same, you wouldn't have any. Everybody would be the same exact person, day and night, and that would be boring. Every person's unique in their own way, and that makes everybody special.
And when everyone's special, no one is.
No one's over the other. That's how our hierarchy works. Nobody's like greater than the other person. Everybody's different. Everybody has secret hidden talents that you should ask them about. Because if you walked up to a person and said, hey, what's your secret talent? That would probably actually make them smile. Because
Yeah.
they've never heard that before in their life.
Dude, even just complimenting strangers. That's something I want to start doing a lot more. Just
Yeah.
complimenting strangers. Because it's like, it doesn't matter, but someone actually fucking complimented me for once.
Yeah.
A lot of people are so deprived
But
of compliments.
if you just walk around complimenting to people, I've seen these videos on TikTok where these guys go in stores like Walmart and Target, and they'll go pay for people's groceries. Like, good deeds like that resonate with a person forever. They'll
Yeah.
never forget that person in their entire life, because they could have been struggling. That person that you gave a compliment to could have had the worst week of his life, but just hearing you say, hey man, you look good today, can bring that entire week up.
Yeah, again.
Because he's never heard that in public before from a complete stranger.
I mean, going through like all that like negativity and shit, it really drags you fucking down. So that compliment,
Will bring you back up. Maybe not fully, but it will boost you, because you'll be like, wow, maybe people do care.
yeah,
Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I'm just in my own head overthinking. And then you can get out of that. Think about that. Like, that's pretty deep.
that's some stuff to think about.
Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. We should all just think about it at once. Just everybody think.
Have a group think session.
Yeah, a group, oh my word, a group think session. What are you guys thinking about? What you're thinking about? What do you mean? we're all here for the same
Comment
reason.
down below what topics you guys want to hear.
Yeah, because we'll talk about anything. Like, we'll read, we'll compare and contrast, and then we'll come up with our own views on it. We'll have guests even say their own views on it. And if you want to hear something from a guest each time, like the same question from each different person, leave that down below, and we'll ask that every time. It's like always questions, so we can hear everybody's perspective.
But I swear, if someone's just like, ask everyone how many genders they are, don't ask loaded questions, please.
Don't ask heavy. We're meaning like, okay, what's your take on this, or what's your take on that? And don't go too dark, okay? There's places that we're not going to talk about, and that's for the respect of everybody, and we all understand that. Because that's how it should be. We shouldn't dive into, like, personal business or anything, but we're going to be more than open to helping you where we can, and just talking about random stuff that nobody ever talks about.
What if we just did, like, a recording where, like, people asked us to help them with the situation and we just went through one by one?
We could do that sometimes. Like, if, like, we have a lot of people ask one topic, we could dedicate an entire hour-long podcast to one subject.
Yeah.
And really crack down on that question so we can help our audience. I think that would be actually a really good idea. I like that idea. Because then we could... We're going to read through every comment. We're not going to be like most. Well, even if it's a bad comment, we're not going to block you. We're just going to read it and try to process what you're saying. You know? See where you're coming from, and, you know, if it's logical, then we'll ask you a question, you know? We're true people. You got anything else to say?
In a society full of people who are faking everything, be a person. Be a true fucking genuine human.
Because we're being true people to you.
That's not even like, just in general. Just be everyone's human. No one's perfect.
Yep.
It's okay to show imperfections.
Yeah, that's, again, what makes you special.
That's what makes you...
And what makes you look like a grown-up. If you can own your imperfections, you look so mature. You look so mature.
I feel like people don't know how to, like apologize anymore.
Sorry's overused. Sorry doesn't mean anything anymore. You do anything, sorry, but you don't mean it.
But, like, even people asking, or, like, even people, like, apologizing for something, and they're just like, sorry if I... It's not an if.
Yeah.
If you say if, after saying sorry, you negated your entire sentence. I just threw that out.
Yep.
That sentence meant absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah.
Stop saying if. Please. Stop saying like, dude. Like is over.
Or what if. Don't live by what if, because if you live by what if, you'll never go anywhere.
You will never do anything.
Because you'll always be like, oh, well, there's always a what if to anything. Anything you think about, there's a what if. What if I had said that? Or what happens if I didn't do that? Or what happens if I got that?
But if you actually ask yourself, what if I did this and then did it? Bro, it's such a, just like, cool effect.
And it also makes you feel good about yourself that you just thought about something and you actually have the confidence to go do that. It gives you a boost.
Yeah. Confidence is huge.
Yeah, 100%.
I struggle with confidence, dude.
Everybody does. Everybody does. But we can all be more confident. That's for sure.
We can
we can try.
I mean, yeah, worst they can say is no. If they say you, then just say, well, you're disgusting, and then walk away.
Yeah.
Stay toxic, kings.
All right. We're close to that 1 hour mark, so this will be the ending of this one. But at the end of this week, we'll try to record another one and get one out. And then next week, we will have another one with a guest star starting next week. So make sure you, like, leave what you want to hear. And if we don't hear anything, we're going to talk about our own stuff.
Let us know what to improve on.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Don't be in your car. I think the car makes it more of an adventure, honestly. Because it's like, you're mobile. I could be anywhere in the world right now. You don't know where I am. Kind of cool.
Could be at McDonald's.
Think about that. All right. Until next time.
Have a good one, y'all.
Have a good one.